It's Nyay versus guarantee. The Congress party launched its manifesto for the 2024 general elections this morning. They called it the Nyay Patra. The party is promised to focus on 5 Nyays, the 5 pillars of justice for youth, women, farmers, laborers, and proportional representation in government institutions. Now, the first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, used to keep on his table 4 lines from Robert Frost's poem, Stopping by the Woods. One line from that is, "But I have promises to keep." Now, the Congress is in power in 3 states, in Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka and Telangana. Except for Karnataka, in 2 other states, most of their promises are yet to be implemented. Now, contrast this with Modi Ki Guarantee. That's the main campaign theme as Prime Minister Modi seeks a 3rd term. This highlights the promises kept by the Prime Minister for the youth, for women empowerment and those marginalized and ignored for decades. Another Congress Prime Minister, Rajiv Gandhi, used to say that for every rupee targeted towards welfare and poverty, just 15 paise reach the intended beneficiaries. Now, the question we are asking is, when it comes to power, how will the Congress party implement their promises, the manifesto promises, especially since the BJP and Prime Minister Modi have ensured that a large percentage of their schemes have reached their beneficiaries directly. Now, joining me to discuss this evening are Shikha Mukherjee and my colleague Brijesh Pandey. Shikha, welcome to the News9 Plus Show. And Brijesh.
Thank you.
What's your takeaway from the Congress manifesto released this morning?
I think, well, actually, let me start with the last bit of the Congress manifesto.
Right.
It quotes de Gaulle on where the mind is without fear.
Right.
And I think that about sums up what the Congress guarantees are all about, what the Congress Nyay Patra is all about. Because as Rahul Gandhi in his press conference pointed out,
Yes.
this was about defending the Constitution and restoring democracy.
Right.
Therefore, if you look at the elements within the manifesto, am I surprised that there are these 5 Nyay pillars and the 25 guarantees that have been laid out? No, I'm not, because this has been something that was talked right through the second yatra, Bharat Jodo Yatra, that Rahul Gandhi undertook. So, the Nyay itself is interesting, but what is missing from this Nyay is the universal income scheme that he had promised
Absolutely.
in 2019.
Right.
In other words, the Congress has shifted its focus from something like a universal income direct transfer to certain segments of the population. And today it is talking about the different ways in which it is going to address the issues, where it thinks that Modi government has failed over the last 10 years, one, and B, promises that are consistent with the Congress's performance between 2004 and 2014. And I'll take you through some of those, because where you have specific guarantees on food security, on jobs, on bringing the kind of change that on environmental justice, on sort of changing the laws. I think what you're getting to see is a less vague manifesto than from 2019, and a sharper focus on what they call the ground realities.
Right.
And in consonance with the 1951-52 first manifesto, which was, what does the Congress stand for? Right. I think it's very interesting, actually, that the Congress manifesto of 2024 is invoking an idea which is from way back in 1951, which is, what does the Congress stand for? And according to the manifesto, what the Congress stands for is social, economic justice. It also stands for a lot more, in the sense that it wants to dismantle, for instance, decriminalizing defamation. It wants to change the ways in which bail is given. It wants to increase. I'm just cherry picking because there's just so many details.
Right. Shikha, I'm just going to bring in Brijesh on this now. Brijesh, is the Congress going back to its roots, as Shikha mentioned, 51? Why did they drop the UBI, which was such a central plank to 2019?
I think they are. And one interesting bit is that they mentioned about the social economic equality and also the caste census.
Yes.
They said that once they come to power, they will do it, and not only do it, they will also have a look at the 50% cap which is there by the constitution. So I think it's a very bold statement which has been made, and it is in consonance with the kind of language Rahul Gandhi has been using for a very long time. And
social justice,
and also jiski jitni hissedari uski utni bhagedari. So talking about that OBCs, if they have the 60% of or 70% of the entire population, then why can't they get an equal amount of representation? And remember, it's a very interesting take, because the first time this started from Bihar, it started by Nitish Kumar, and it had BJP in a spot of bother, because initially they said that no, we are not going to go ahead with this. This can't be implemented, and within days they did a 180-degree U-turn and said that no, we are also all for this. And it's another story that Nitish Kumar joined Bharatiya Janata Party post that. But that's one issue which did rattle the Bharatiya Janata Party. It'll be very interesting to see how they go about it. A lot of focus is on women-related scheme. Mahalakshmi scheme, where 1 lakh rupee will be given to them. With not many nitpicking, and also the fact that the good thing is that the OPS does not find much mention, because it's economically ruinous and all.
Absolutely.
But one more thing, which kind of sums up what what the Congress Party has been saying out, that under their government, minorities will have freedom to practice, to wear, to eat, to speak their mind, and they will not be clamped down. It's a direct hit out at the central government.
Yeah, exactly. But Shikha, why is the BJP taking its time over the manifesto? There's just been 2 sittings of the manifesto committee. Is this just a thing that they need to, they're doing it for the sake of doing it? Or
2019, the BJP released the manifesto, if not on the day of the election started, then perhaps one day before that, 24 hours before that. Therefore, the BJP, I think, takes it for granted that it does not need a formal manifesto to reach the people or its karyakartas or even journalists. It thinks that Mr. Modi's message is powerful enough to cover the absence of a manifesto released on time for people to pursue it. So I don't know whether it's complacency or not, but certainly it is. It stinks of arrogance, if I may say so.
Complacency or arrogance, Brijesh?
I would say that
Modi ki guarantee.
BJP realized back in 2013 that the catalyst which will improve their performance is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And if you look at the rallies which and the rallies which Prime Minister have been addressing for the last 1.5 months,
even before elections,
even before the formal announcement of manifesto, they have already put what the main points or themes of manifesto is going to be already out 2 months back, when they have started talking about Modi ki guarantee. And when the Prime Minister says fact, it is Modi ki guarantee and nobody else can make it.
We had discussed it on a show like this a few months back last year.
Exactly.
We asked whether this Modi ki guarantee is actually going to be the poll call.
So it's not like it's arrogance. I would say that they are prepared. They know that that unlike Congress, which is out of power, facing a lot of defection, not in the best of political health, BJP on the other side is 100% ready to take on Congress and other ally partner in 2024. So the Prime Minister has already put in action what the manifesto is going to be saying on the X day or whichever day they decide to release it. So they're not dependent on the manifesto.
Modi is the manifesto.
Modi is the manifesto, absolutely.
So which is why. And the Congress, of course, making a very bold statement there on its social justice plank, promising to revise the 50% reservation cap, and of course bringing in a whole lot of what we are calling freebies that they're offering the people, the 1 lakh of family minimum income. Brijesh, what do you call it? 1 lakh every year every family below poverty line. The Mahalakshmi scheme, they're taking that to, they're going to town with that. It'll remain to be seen which of these 2 guarantees get picked up by the people. But thank you very much, Shikha, for joining us, and my colleague Brijesh on promise versus delivery.